Hello everybody, I'm Chef Jeff from Smith's, and today, well, it's getting cold outside and nothing warms you like a nice cup of hot chocolate on those cold days. And that's what we're gonna make today, but we're not gonna make it your usual way. We're gonna be making whipped hot chocolate. Are you intrigued? Well, you should be, because this is a fun one. The kids will love it, the adults will love it. Let's get right into it. So basically this is kind of like hot chocolate that's separated from, it's separated. We'll just go with that. So in the end, it's all gonna come together. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some cream, which I have here, just regular heavy whipping cream. And this is where the flavor for our hot chocolate's gonna come from. This is just hot chocolate milk mix, just the stuff that you buy in the envelopes even. This is a nice, it's actually my favorite hot chocolate. It's Private Selection double cocoa. It's awesome. That's what I recommend. You just find that in the aisle with all the coffee and other things like that, but it's perfect for this sort of thing. So I have a half a cup of that, and I'm gonna put that in my cream, and that's what's gonna flavor our whipped hot chocolate. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna whip this cream. So just get you a hand mixer, turn it on medium, and just start mixing that. It probably takes, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes until you get to what's called firm peaks. And that's when you take the beaters out of your cream and it has a firm peak. In fact, I have some that's done. Let me go ahead and grab that just so I can show you what that looks like. Okay, so I have some that I've whipped and it's nice and airy and everything. Take my spoon out of it. Okay, so a firm peak or a stiff peak is that. When you take it out and that peak kind of stays, that's what firm peak is. If you have a recipe that calls for a soft peak, that peak would just kind of sag a little bit. But firm peak is when it holds its shape. So that's perfectly ready for us right now. That's just the hot chocolate milk mix and heavy cream. Okay, next part is the hot chocolate part of this, or the hot milk part of this. I just use a whole milk. You could use skim or whatever else you like. You could actually use hot or chocolate milk in this as well. I think the flavor would maybe be too chocolatey if you did it that way. But does anybody know the temperature for hot chocolate or hot coffee? It's 195 to 205. That sounds hot, right? Because boiling is 212. But if you bring it to about 195 to 205, by the time you get it in the mug or whatever, and then we put this cold cream on, it'll be a perfect drinking temperature. So look for 195, and I have a temperature thermometer. You could also put it in the microwave and just cook it that way if you don't want to use a thermometer. Probably for about 2 minutes will get you to that temperature. Okay, so let me show you what these look like. Let me get my mess out of the way so we can build. Get me my nice mug, and I actually got these mugs in the home section of my Smith's along with these straws. Kind of cool. You'll find that at Smith's Marketplace if you want to shop for things like that. They have everything you need. Okay, so let's get our hot milk and dump in there. And now you're only going to want to go about half full on this, maybe half to 3/4. And then the fun part. We're going to take our cream that we have here and just kind of put it on top. Make a mess with it, let the kids have fun. You could do this with strawberry, like if you had strawberry milk syrup, that would probably work too. But just load it up on top. We'll get some sprinkles, sprinkle on top of that. We'll get our little maybe chocolate syrup. That, my friends, is our whipped chocolate milk. Perfect treat for a nice cold day. And then what you do once you get it to this point is maybe just give it a little bit of a stir. And see it's coming down the sides. It's still pretty hot, but that's the temperature you want, I promise. Thanks so much for joining me today. This is awesome. The kids are gonna love it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for shopping. We will see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.